Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, audio's on. Just watchers. Okay. Hi, Jasmine. Okay. Hi, everyone who's all in here. You guys just watching again? Hi, Jess. How's the sound? Okay. You can post your question when you're ready. Okay, cool. All right, investing. How is Jay feeling about Jess? All right, we got the Seven of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Death card, the Star, the Strength card. Who else is in here, guys? Say hi, or you guys just love to watch. I mean, I don't understand that. I want to understand. I want to actually understand that. I would love to, and I can't wait till YouTube does have a feature that shows who be in here stalking, because it's weird. The Five of Swords in the reverse. All right, so what I'm getting with feelings with the the Seven of Wands to me is like willing, like facing challenges, right? But putting up a fight. Putting up a fight to whatever challenges you guys may be facing. The Two of Cups talks about mutual feelings, mutual attraction, mutual um, understanding, mutual interest. And then you have the Death card here, which talks about transformation. So to me, it does feel like you guys are going to, how he's feeling is like he's ready for change. So obviously, you guys are right now, like there has been several steps that he's been taking, but I expect more for him to be taking more steps towards you. Um, and he's feeling like, yeah, like now is the time to put an end to you guys, the distance between y'all. You have to start, so he views you as a wish fulfillment. He could be looking at you as his muse. So like motivation. Um, the audio's kind of weird. What when you say weird, what do you mean by weird? Because so I can know what it is. Is it like in and out? Is it staticky? Like what? What's weird? All right, let me refresh. Let me see. does it sound now? I don't know what's going on with the microphone. I just clicked on something. Yeah, I think it's like StreamYard just be changing shit, so I don't know. So what was the last thing you heard? Okay. So the Seven of Wands, basically, he's willing to face any challenges that come with the connection. The Two of Cups talks about mutual feelings, mutual attraction, mutual understanding. And then you have the Death card. So basically, I feel like he's kind of like wanting things to change, putting an end to whatever was going on with you guys. Like he's putting an end to it and kind of starting fresh. Because right after that, it's like a rebirth. Like he's looking at things from a new standpoint, a new beginning, right? And you have the Star, which he's looking at you as, you know, a wish fulfillment, possibly a muse for him, like his motivation. And with the Strength card, I'm seeing a lot of like confidence here. Um, him feeling confident, but also seeing you as someone that's very confident. You have the Five of Swords here in the reverse. Let me just get a card on that. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like to me the Five of Swords is like recovering from the past conflicts and issues, which is right under the Death card, so I'm not surprised because yeah, he's looking at things from a different standpoint now. Like this is a rebirth, this is a new beginning for him. So how he's feeling about you is definitely wanting a new start in love. I feel like for him the feelings never change. I feel like I used to get that a lot from him. The feelings never change, or they never lessen. They actually change in a way where there were more feelings there. All right, let's see. Anything else? The Judgment, yeah. So this is a card of forgiveness, but it's also a card of a rebirth, a new beginning, a new phase. So I feel like right now when it comes to you, he's like really focused on this new start. He's focused on this new start. Yeah, look, working hard towards it. So that's what I get with these two cards. Like he's willing to like work hard and face any challenges that come up for the connection. Which I feel like right now there is no challenge. There's no like challenges because he's actually like opening up. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I've always gotten that for him. I feel like he just kind of like put the feelings away, but they never actually left and they never stopped growing. Which I'm not surprised. Hi everyone that's in here. If you guys are gonna be in here, you might as well click the links and that Nightbot is posting. If you're gonna be nosy, you might as well go all the way in. Go all in. You're welcome. All right, let's see. How is H feeling about Jasmine? All right, how is H feeling about Jasmine? Okay, Jess. You did? Yeah. I usually work out like 6 days a week. I'm used to it though, and I've been adding more stuff. I just can't work out at night. That's a hell no. Really? How often do you work out? Let's see. How is H feeling about Jasmine? The Eight of Pentacles. Oh shit, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Seven of Cups. Let me get more cards. Oh my god, the Page of Swords in the reverse. The Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. So I'm gonna start with the Ace of Cups because it's in the middle. So I feel like there's still a lot of love here, that he's willing to try for a new beginning, but he's like unsure. There's still uncertainty within him. I don't know if it's, so we have the Three of Pentacles with that Six of Swords, that Six of Wands. I don't know if he's just in a place right now where he's not ready to like settle down. Because for me, the Six of Wands sometimes can talk about getting attention, liking the attention that you get. The Three of Pentacles could talk about like, doesn't always have to be third party energy, but it does, there is three here. There's three people here. Um, and I feel like he's thinking of whether he wants a commitment or not. So with the Eight of Pentacles, to me, this is about hard work, long-term commitment, kind of like learning how to, I don't know if he's never had like a, even if he's been with someone for a few years, like it's never been where he was fully committed. Like he could have just still been doing him. And with that Nine of Pentacles coming out in the reverse, that's talking about like someone who's really trying to be, like they're obsessing with work right now. Like they're upset. I'm seeing someone that's obsessing with like money and work and self-worth and like self. Okay, so yeah, it's coming up as like someone who's like focused on self, but it's like, does he think about a commitment with you? Yes, because I have the Seven of Cups here. So, but this is the thing, it's like he's thinking about a lot of things at once. When it comes to feelings, yeah, the Ace of Cups is here. So yes, there's feelings here. There's a lot of love here, a love that keeps growing. But then it's like I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking about whether or not I'm ready to put full effort here. The Page of Swords is in the reverse, and that does talk about. I feel like he knows that right now he will make fake promises. Because I just heard all talk. So I feel like right now he knows that he will be all talk. He wouldn't be able to give you the what you're wanting, and I think he knows that. Um, I feel like he knows that right now he's just still not there. But when it comes to you, like how he's feeling about you, yeah, the love is still there. I feel like he would still want to build with you, but maybe just not right now. He's not ready just yet. Um, Let me get anything else, Spirit. Yeah, I'm getting someone that's like focusing on self. The Judgment with the Eight of Wands. So for me, the Judgment is again a energy of like transition, of like rebirth, of kind of like an awakening, right? Um, Following his inner calling. This is in your outcome. So I still see communication coming in from him, but I feel like he's maybe why he's not really calling right now, because he still hasn't decided what he wants to do yet with the connection, even though the feelings are there. The intention is there, but I think that he's unsure that he can keep up with what you're wanting. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. But remember, everything is all your perception, so You just have to change whatever, keep persistent in your new story. That's all that is. He's just not there yet, so means you still got to keep going. And thank you, Jasmine. Wait, let me see. I wonder, since I told him he needed to try hard. Oh, wait, I didn't even see that. Then I deactivated my Instagram so he can't watch me either. I needed a break. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I always say, like, unless I'm getting the best version of someone, I really don't be caring. um. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, remember, everything is your energy anyway, so if it's consistent, that means that's what's consistently in your energy. That's why persistent in the new story is the key, basically. Got roasted pumpkin seeds. Oh, they're so good. Right. Exactly, Jasmine. Yeah, so it's probably new territory. Yeah, you just gotta keep persistent on the version of him that you want and forget about the old version of him. Because that's what keeps you in the back and forth energy. It's keeping you stuck. And that's for everyone. That's why I don't check up on when it comes to love. I'm not checking up on that person or like love in general because it doesn't matter to me. As long as I'm persistent on the new story, like the person or that just doesn't matter to me. The last person that I literally got a reading from was Dawn. I have not checked up on that energy. I really, really haven't really focused on that anyways. Because you're not changing the person, you're picking a different version of them. I think that's where everybody gets it like messed up at. You're not changing the person. The person doesn't change. Like you're not doing anything to change them. You're changing the version of them that you're experiencing. I feel like that's something they don't talk about a lot in the community. Like you're stuck because you're still wondering about the old version of them, like how they're feeling, what they're doing, or are they changing? It doesn't matter. That's not the version of them that you want anyways. And that's what keeps a lot of people stuck. Hi, IJ. IJ, we freaking text today, mister. He sure did. Well, you thought wrong. Say no, let me stop. So I don't know if y'all ever heard of this podcast, Crash Dummies. They be having the wildest people call in. So they had like this Knicks fan call in. He was wilding out on that call, and so I sent it to my guy best friend because he's a Knicks fan. I'm like, yo, is it? Are you the caller? We was dying. Well, shit, I am crazy. No, I'm not crazy. That defeats the freaking purpose. No, we could pick another time. I'm gonna tomorrow I'm supposed to go to the movies with my sister and my dad and them. My sister, my dad, my nephew. So when my sister comes back, I'll ask her what time, and then we'll go from there. Only because the difference between like um robotic affirming or active affirming, what it's which is the same thing, and saturation, that's the only thing you're focused on. You're literally just there saturating. That's how I like to manifest, through saturation. I have my 3 sessions a day, but I do robotic affirm too. I love me a good old. I did a saturation session right before I came on live. You have just? Oh, I love that. Good, because I know you do a lot of robotic affirming. I feel like saturation, because you're just focused. That saturation for me, and I'll show you how I do it on the in the saturation session. Um, One thing about me, like something I've always loved was like sound bowls and like meditative music. Like I've always relaxed to that. Like, and I like to be in a relaxed state. But again, I have done robotic affirming a lot. Like robotic affirming to me is definitely key, because not want to say it's the key, but it's a good thing to do because you're always doing stuff. So like active affirming, like it's like while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, while you're washing clothes, while you're folding clothes, doing my makeup, I'll just play them. That's why I've been playing my affirmations for a long ass time. That's how I learn. So yeah, exactly. Just how long do you saturate for? I still do saturation for each of my categories. But I will say, I feel like mine, nah, I saturate for all of them. Yeah, I was gonna say, no, I do. But sometimes, like throughout the day, I'll saturate certain affirmations. Yo, I dang, you should. I gotta share somebody that I watched that does sample. That's one thing that I've been doing for years, 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 years. She does a lot of like moon meditations and stuff like that. If you're into them, that's cool. I still do them here and there whenever I see it. But she does a lot of sample, and sample, there's a lot of also too like practices that Buddhists do. Like Buddhists say, they go into like a meditative state to pray, or I believe they call it praying. You know what's crazy, Jess? I've been testing how long I could actually stay in that state of like just focus. Because let me tell you, so I took a break from my love manifestation, and I was like, let me just get back to like my old, whatever. Girl, it's been hell in this mind, but it's like I'm just getting through it, and I'm like, okay, I feel better. Like, and I've been timing. I can stay actively saturating those affirmations for at least 7 minutes. So I'm working my way up. Cause I notice when I do like 30 minutes, yo, by the 20th minute, I'm already like, okay, I want to eat something. I need a snack. It's my attention span. I swear I have ADHD. Handpan music? Oh, wait, I need to look that up. Hold on. I've never heard of that. We're about to check right now. I think as long as you have certain practices of like that, like things that can calm you down, because you want to, because there's going to be times, I'm going to tell you something, in the manifestation journey, especially like in the beginning, a lot of people don't like to say this, and only like, you take it how it resonates. But as you're affirming, you're gonna see shit that you just be like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, you may feel like all hell's gonna break loose, because right now your ego is like, what you mean you're in a commitment? No, you're not. So they'll show you like dumb shit, right? And let me tell you that, so you have to have like certain practices that can keep you like in the calmness. Me is always gonna be meditation, sound bowls. I do have like the frequency music. I meditate through those. So yeah. Q, where did you donate? I don't have anything for you, Q. So you gotta let me know, love. Wait, so what was that again? Handpan. Yo, Jess is the one. You was the one that sent the thing with the rain sounds. Girl, I used to love rain sounds, and then one day I saw a meme of that it sounds like fried chicken. After that, I could never ever ever see it, listen to it the same. Oh, this looks. Oh, IJ. Where did you donate? Oh my God, IJ, thank you for sharing this. This is something I would love. What's crazy is I wanted to get into sound bowls years ago. This is like when I had crystal, like when I was like collecting crystals. Um Yo, I would do my love affirmations with this. So yeah, I used to want to do sound bowls. I just never got. They're expensive. Did Q say where she donated? Because I don't see nothing. I don't see anything. She usually donates on PayPal. Jasmine, you want orange messages, right? Yeah. I got you. Rain Sounds used to have me knocked out. Listen, Rain Sounds used to have me knocked out too until I saw that meme. And ever since that, every time, no matter what the rain sound is, I just can't. To me, I feel like the frequencies and like stuff like that will put me right to sleep. Exactly, just yeah, that's true. That's what happens. That's why they say like you gotta this that I would say too with the manifestation journey, manifest other shit. Like if you just focus on one thing, no, that's why you should be having. First of all, you should be manifesting your whole life because you're thinking all the time, anyways. But if you're gonna focus on certain desires, let it be more than one thing because as you see that helps you like realize your power too. All right, let's see. What does H want to say to Jasmine? What does H want to say? You are my biggest secret. Okay. Let's see. Trust, I will be right back. We have unfinished business. Give me subtle hints that show me you are still interested. What if we get caught? Zoning out during the day, dreaming about you. Did you tell your friends about me? I have to do better. All right, let's see. I'm thinking about you this very second. I talk about our connection to my family and friends. You make me forget all of my problems, and you're constantly on my mind. And then at the bottom we have, will you stay the night with me? So that's what I have for you, boo. Did Q say where she donated? And thank you, Jasmine. She didn't say, right? Eating chili lime potato chips. Right? That's what you said? Protein chips. Oh. Right, it would. That's what I've never heard of that. Alright, I gotta subscribe to this guy. Oh, right. Doesn't Dorito have flavors like that? Oh, there's a little kid here. Oh, this sounds good. This makes me want to go out. I gotta,
When you wake up with pink eye, you get your prescription fast. In like an hour. Walmart is I wonder what else Walmart could deliver that fast.
Okay, commercials. Come on. When your business is on the what in the world? Not the commercial. Yeah, I like this stuff. Yeah, I always say like it's not just in the manifest. I mean, because manifesting we're doing that every day. It's just something a term that they put on it. But being in a life journey itself, you have to have things like that, meditative stuff that can calm you down. Whether it's like music that you like to listen to, journaling, like all that stuff, like that. To me, when people don't talk about those things, it's like this is why people be feeling the way that they do. Like they just be feeling like shit in the like when they're manifesting because they don't have other tools. They're just so focused on that on and it's like they're doing nothing else but focusing on that. That's not healthy. Um yeah, people like that. That's what I'm saying. This is the thing. There is so remember in a lot of cultures, there's a lot of like meditation teachings. Like there's a lot of it, like even in the Christian culture, but they like to call it something else. Or like some Christians believe that you shouldn't be meditating, that it's like not of God or whatever the hell they say. But meditation is something that they should. Chicken frying and put it on YouTube. Yo, that's hilarious. But in a lot of cultures, meditation is key because whether they call it because some people could call it prayer, some people could call it whatever stillness. There are so many different phrases for it. Um, I love anything that has to do with stillness, to be honest, which is like meditation. Even if you're not going into full meditation, just being in stillness and that energy, like breath work, because like I said, I feel like they'll just be like affirm, you just gotta affirm, but it's like you don't give people any kind of direction of when they're feeling crazy or anxious. That's exactly why when I found Sammy, I gravitated towards Nikki and Flossie more because they talk mainly Nikki, because Nikki definitely talks about that, like, but she also has her science degree. I forget in what. Actually, her and Flossie, because Flossie's a registered nurse, because they actually do. They don't just sit there and be like, "Oh, just go ahead and affirm." They give you keys and tools for those times where you're feeling like shit, because the 3D sometimes be cutting the fuck up. And that's another thing. They don't a lot of these coaches, like, people, this is the thing. They'll be like, "Just try this," right? But what they're forgetting to tell people is I've been doing this for 6, 7, 8 years, so I have my practice. So for me, like it's like me, I've been doing it for what 3 years. Like there's things that I literally say it and like that it just happens. Like for me, money is the fucking. I don't work hard, y'all. Like I just want y'all to know, I do hair probably 3 times out of the week and not all day, and I make a lot of money. My Etsy shop is what it is, and I make my money from there. But um I don't work hard for money at all. I never like since I learned about manifestation, I have not worked hard for money. And people are the fucking easiest to manifest. But that's again, I done that with practice. Yeah, it's whatever you just have to. It's a daily. This is what I'm saying. Like People think, oh, I learned, I'm a affirm, and then that's it. Like, no, it's a fucking lifestyle change. And until you get that, you're gonna find yourself in these cycles. And like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I am so glad that I'm taking the leap. I actually have 3 people that booked privates, well, not privates, one-on-ones, and I'm like so excited for them. And they don't know nothing at all. So, it's like fresh meat. But that's why I say, like, I have caught myself getting myself in like stupid little cycles because I'm human. But I don't play when I really want something. If I don't have something right now, it's because I haven't really put the effort towards it. And because just knows, if I want it, I'm gonna fucking have it. If I have it, it's because I literally have taken either a break from it, or I just don't care for it anymore. But that's the thing, like a lot of people, like they enter the manifestation community and they think it's like, and that's the thing for some people, like some people, let me tell you something, there's a lot of people that they just enter the community and they fucking manifest like that. But you know what? They stay consistent. And that's the thing. People are not don't hold themselves accountable. They're not consistent and they're not fucking disciplined. Like even with one of my best friends, I remember like we literally, I did a coaching call with her, and the next day she was like, "Girl, I gotta tell you about this crazy ass day." I said, "No, you're not. You had the best fucking day ever, because we're not about to talk about a crazy day. Not when we just did a coaching call yesterday, and I literally told you fuck the circumstances and the 3D." I said, "No, you're not. You better call somebody else if you want to vent, not to fuck me." Where the hell has she been? Yeah, accountability is something people don't know how to. People don't want to. Because God forbid you look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm the fucking problem. That's why I stopped with, like, for me, that's why I stopped getting readings. Because I'm like, what am I doing, to be honest? Like, unless it's keeping a consistent, like, good energy, I really, like I said, I really don't care for it. And definitely, once a reader, I don't like them, I'm not going back. Once you triggered my anxiety, I don't get readings from you again. I don't care how desperate I am. I won't. Where's my candy? I need some candy. Like that girl we was talking about, yeah, I never went back to her. I didn't like her energy. I didn't like anything about her. I was like, yeah, no. There's another one too. I forget her name. That I was like, yeah, I didn't like that at all, whatsoever. But again, at that time, I was in a very desperate energy. That's why I was like trying a bunch of different readers, and yeah, no. And that's how I know. When I start going, like, jumping from reader to reader, start looking for new readers, that's when I know, like, I'm in desperation. I'm like, okay, like, let me chill the fuck out. Had a convo with Miss Possessive last week about how sometimes it's scary taking the author pen and write for yourself. But yeah, it is. That's why I said, like, listen, I go within. And that's when I know I'm back in my power, because I won't care. Because can't nobody tell me what's in my reality and what isn't. Not even my ego. Like, I be telling my ego all the time, shut the fuck up. Like, thank you, but no thanks. I tell my old self, like, I love you, but yeah, your time is up. So that's why when people say it's that, because it is really that easy. You just have to decide. And there's a lot of like people out here is literally like the blind leading the blind. Like literally the blind leading the blind. People think they watch one coach one time and they know it all. Like, y'all don't know half of the fucking journey that this is. But the sooner you start it, the better you get at it. That's why I unsubscribe from a bunch of people. The only people that I follow, the only readers that I follow right now are Luna, Woo, and then I have Nina. But I don't follow any other readers at all. Cause literally it's the blind leading the blind. I be seeing the comments. I'm like, hell no, I'm out of here. When I was like going through my like second phase of awakening, like a month and a half ago, I was like, why am I getting readings from these people? Look at this fucking crowd in here. Like, look at them. Look at what they're seeing. If you find yourself, and this is just me out, like not calling anyone out, if you find yourself in desperation getting read, and like if you find yourself where you just have to get a reading, like you just cannot hold back, you're in desperation. And that's when you definitely got to check yourself. Because if you're in desperation, you're not in your power. And if you're not in your power, you're literally, you might as well just stop affirming, relax. Because that's what I did. I literally was, when I found myself in desperation, especially going to people to get readings that already make you anxious, I literally had to stop myself. And I was like, all right, let me just chill. We're always manifesting because you're always affirming, because you're always talking to yourself. So I was like, I'll just check my thoughts and stuff like that. But let me just stop from like my saturation sessions, like not focusing on certain things. And I stopped watching content. That's another thing. Or reading too much content, because sometimes people are not consistent with the information they're putting out. Like, I just saw this one girl, I used to watch her a lot, and I just, like, she just so happened to pop up. And now she's like back to law of attraction. And I'm like, so then I see a comment where it says, you need to just take a break and figure out what you want to do, because 2 videos ago you said you were done with like the whole law thing, and then the following video you went from law of attraction to law of assumption to law of attraction. And I was like, you know what, see, these people, this is again the blind leading the blind. That's why even with that community, you have to be careful who you're watching. Like the consistency, to me, I will say, with Nikki and Flossie and Sammy, they've always been consistent with what they're putting out. Nothing has ever changed. I never watched any other coaches till recently, when I was like, again, in desperate mode. And yeah, I was like, you get confused because some people are saying this and that and da 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 da. But at the end of the day, they always go back to repetition. So, all right, IJ, I got your donation. I'm at the point where everything feels fun again. Yo, that's where you're supposed to be at, because that's exactly where I'm at. Like, when I'm in that energy where I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, I already know whatever I want is mine anyway. So, like I said, if I haven't if I don't have it right now, it's because I don't want it right now, or I just decided to give it a break, or whatever the case is. But yeah, yeah. IJ sent one for one too. IJ sent for one too. So I got you, Jess. I got IJ first, and then you. I gotta turn on my air conditioner. It is hot as fucking here. And you know what? There was somebody that I'm cool with. Well, that I was cool with because I actually just like blocked her on all social media and shit. Because I just ill. I don't like her energy. I noticed that when like she would. The last time I got a reading from her, she gave me so much attitude that I was like, "Bitch, you got paid for this. Like, nobody's asking for your opinion. One and two, you're not even answering the fucking question that I asked. Like, you're going off to a whole nother topic. And sometimes, you know, spirit will do that. But it's all the time. Like, answer the fucking question. And then I was like, why the fuck would I even get a reading from her, dumbass? Like, I had to question myself. I'm like, see, I think that was the one that I was like, yo, I had to check myself. I'm like, what the fuck you been doing the past few weeks? Like, you know, it was like 2 months, 3 months. And I was like, yeah, man, fuck this. That was like the fucking biggest wake up call because I was like, oh, hell no, you're not going to be giving me readings with an attitude or from your low vibrational ass self. So, yeah, that is my thing at this point. All right, so let's do IG first. But yeah, when you get into that energy of like where you literally can't, if you're just getting a reading because you know you just want to get a reading, you know the difference from when you're just like, you know what, I want to get a reading, I want to just check on the energy, and that's that. You know the difference. I know the difference when I'm like that. To me, I've always said this, even outside of like the whole being. I mean, I've been a manifestor for years now, for 3 years, so that's always my first hat. But outside of that, I've always told people the worst time to get a reading when you're in desperation, when you're angry, when you're upset, when you're all over the place. Worst times. All right, so let's see what does not. What do you want to say to IJ? Oh my God, IJ, have you ever? I'm sure you've watched Poetic Justice. So that I just heard that. So maybe this is a favorite movie of hers. Oh shoot, I love that movie. Yo, oh my God, between you and fucking Jess and these people, y'all people with the stalking, I can't make this shit up. Now, the IJ, did you hear Jess's channel reading yesterday? I was like, yo, what's up with this guy? He had me dying. Oh, snaps, IJ. That's maybe why she probably was like, that came up because she probably was like, damn, that's one of my favorites. had the most random shit coming up in my head doing this channeled reading. You know that freaking interview that R. Kelly did with Gayle King, I think it was, where he gets up and he's like, I'm fighting for my fucking life. I don't know why that scene just came up, but maybe that's how she feels. Maybe she jokes around like that. Oh my god, IJ, what the heck? Um, Brandy's song. Um, yeah, what do you want from me? Um, oh my god, I have it right there. What the fuck? Sitting home waiting for you. I believe this song Mace is on it. Sitting on top of the world. Wait, or is that no, is this hold on, because I'm getting two songs now. What the fuck? Isn't Sitting Home Waiting for You? Isn't that oh my god, that group IJ that was under Puff. Damn. I'm gonna have to type it out. It's giving very 90s vibes out here. She's a very like Total. There you go. Sitting Home Waiting for You is by Total. There you go. Oh my god. But then as I was channeling that, it was Brandy. Sitting up in my room. Yeah, that was Brandy sitting up in my room. But what the lyrics I first heard was Sitting Home Waiting for You. So yeah, we definitely in some 90s vibes over here. Let's see. That Brandy song came out in 95. Poetic Justice, 93. And Total, 98. Those could be like significant years for her. Okay. Every time I channel for her, I always crave candy. Hold on. There you go. Yeah. Yo, in front of a tornado. Oh my god. All right, I did a little shorter than yesterday, but all right, let's do this. Oh wait, I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. All right, sitting here thinking about you. It seems like lately I think about you more and more. In the best way, of course. You are such a pure light, very honest and open. Your kindness never goes unnoticed. I scroll through your social media a lot during my free time, and I'm always looking for other ways to find out more about you. I always take long pauses on the pictures of you, wanting to read through your eyes everything I possibly can. I'm crushing badly. You are so handsome, and I want you all to myself. Your self-confidence is noticed from miles away. You are perfect creation in my eyes. The feelings I have for you are pure and so full of excitement. I already feel like we are in a commitment. I'm committed to you and I hope you are to me. We have very similar values and that's something that's very important to me. You are my perfect person. Everything you are internally has really won me over, and that's not something that happens easily for me. Thank you for being such a wonderful man. I've fallen deeply for you. Let's get you some messages. All right, for IJ, what does Nat want to say? What does Nat want to say to IJ? Okay. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. You are my very last stop before I go to sleep. I want you in my life forever and ever. I am so sorry for making you feel like you weren't enough. I still care about you. I really love the way you smell. I've been rereading all of our messages lately. Your heart is so pure. And I'm looking for a sign from you. At the bottom, you are my person. Oh, we just kind of got that in the channel. So that is for you, IJ. You're welcome. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Right, IJ. I'm like, what? That's why I said, yo, between her and Jay, I don't know. Alright, let's see. Did Q come back in here? Yo, Possessive 2.0 for real. Yes, I wonder what what turn she was talking about. Oh my god. She was a fairy. Yep, yep, she was a fairy. With a fatty. That's the only part I know. Girl, you got a bunch of cups out here. Hi, see the real. Okay. All right, Jess. I'm doing a channel reading, so I have to. When I'm done, I'll check. But yeah, I don't stop my channel readings, guys. All right, Jess. I'm ready for you. All right. So let me just put that right there on the screen. In you, I see everything I've ever wanted in a woman and life partner. When I look at you, I only see pureness and love. Those are things I haven't really experienced in my life. I know I need to be gentle in the way I speak and interact with you. You don't even have to try at all because you just are. I love the way you laugh, walk, and talk. Shit, I love everything about you. Being with you is my greatest gift. You complete me and my world. You complete me and my world. You are pure fulfillment. I now have more clarity than I ever have when it comes to you. I've always loved you, but the ego got in the way. I just want you in my life. I want to build with you and support you in every way possible. Seriously, loving you has changed me in ways nothing or no one else ever has. You awaken a softer side of me, one I've never shown or shared with anyone else. It's a side that's tender and It's a side that's tender, a depth of feeling I've never thought I had. You just wow me. My heart beats differently when I see you or think of you. It feels like it's going to come out of my chest. I keep finding myself wanting to be a better man because that's what you deserve. A man who's confident and makes you feel safe in every way possible. Not a scared little boy who runs away from his true feelings. This time I'm going to really show you a stand-up man who knows how to love. That is what I have for you. Hi, Diamond. IJ hasn't been missing. He been in here. Oh wait, from somewhere else. Oh my bad, my bad. Cause I'm like, yeah, I've seen IJ in here, so he hasn't been missing from here. All right, so let me check donations. Cedar Real, where did you donate? Oh wait, just let me get your messages. Where did you donate? Your heart is so pure. I've been rereading all of our old messages lately. Right. Excuse me, guys. I wish I could hug you right now. Nice and Slow by Usher. I'm holding on to the memories of us. Remember yesterday I got that energy from him in one of your readings about like the memories, and I think it came up in your channel. You are very intimidating to me. I'm so sorry for making you feel like you weren't enough. I didn't know love until I found you. Damn, this goes with your reading. I'm trying to fix things in my personal life, and all I want is you. I want to hold your hand while driving. You get this a lot. Yeah, for sure. And he been showing it in the 3D, so I know that's right. Do not play with my girl. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Oh my god. Ooh, kicking your hair? What? You doing flips and shit now? Is that what you're saying? I'm just kidding. Okay, Jess. Okay, you just donated See the Real. Because I didn't have anything earlier. I just got your donation. So yeah, you can post. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. I don't need you anymore. Oh shit. Right, IJ. See the Real. Go ahead and post. Alright, so I'm not gonna read on the other, so I'm just gonna read your question because I don't want that to like affect the energy that I'm trying to read on. So let's see. How does A the Cancer feel about See the Real? Alright, let's see. How does A, the Cancer, feel about Cedar Rio? How does A, the Cancer, feel about Cedar Rio? How does A, the Cancer, feel about... Hi, Clarence. The Eight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Devil, the Hierophant, the Empress. So, how she feels about you? I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles. To me, feels like someone that's very hardworking, has high standards. There is passion here. There is a sense of like, also like, you master, like she feels like you've mastered who you are. The King of Cups is here, so she sees you as someone very balanced, very emotionally balanced. I'm sorry, very compassionate, very diplomatic, very much in control of her feelings, very balanced, very supportive, a leader, very empathetic. The Six of Cups tells me this person could be reminiscing about you, thinking about you. Um, Thinking about happy memories is what I'm getting here, right? There's still a sense of like romanticizing or feeling nostalgic about the past with you, a lot of joy. I do have the Devil, so there is a sense of like maybe this could talk about like either sexual feelings or a sense of attachment here. Still codependent, still, I think she acknowledges maybe things that were toxic in the connection. Maybe you guys were too codependent towards each other, or very like, I'm getting like very tit for tat. I do have the Hierophant, so she does view you as someone that's very traditional, very intuitive, very much very comfortable in her skin, right? Someone who's very trustworthy, has a lot of wisdom, and is very forgiving. The Empress is here, so this talks about abundance, nurturing. Maybe you were very nurturing to her. You were very loving, very kind. And I feel like she has seen some growth in you. So maybe even if you guys are not speaking, she maybe has like watched you on social media, because I'm getting growth. Show me more. How does she feel about her? The Four of Wands and the Fool. So she does feel, I feel like she has an idea of returning back to me. This is like taking a leap of faith towards you. There's still some sense of like a feeling like home. And I got that with two cards, the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. You feel like home to her. So there's still joy here. Like I feel like when she thinks of you, even if there was a very bad past, she views you in a good light for most of the part. But with the Fool being here, I feel like she's still optimistic that maybe at some point in the future you guys can be back together. So yeah, that's what I have for you, love. I feel like she still has holds on to some type of hope that you guys can get back together. So I do see that. She was very tit for tat, very childish, and I did some things too, but I had to leave her behind because she was bringing too many issues. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes you gotta cut people off, especially if it's, detrimental to yourself. So that's what I have for you, love. Thank you. But if you guys haven't talked, you guys should be kind of like, I feel like she still wants to have some type of communication. You are, Jess? That's really good. Got 30 minutes with a billion songs. Like, yo, that's the thing. Because even when I do my hair stuff, um, oh my God, doing that is a job within itself. So yeah, I get it. I freaking get it. Yo, it is. Yo, it feels like another freaking job. Especially when I do hair content because I take so many different pictures from different angles, then videos, and boomerangs, and this and that, before afters. It is crazy. Yes, it'll match the speed. Oh my God. Yep. All right, I'm gonna come back on, you guys. I gotta go do something, but I'll be back on in a little bit, like in an hour. I'll be back since nobody is here. So I'll be back, y'all. Bye.